Continue our special team coverage of Hurricane Irene this morning. As always in these situations, we have positioned our reporters ahead of the danger in some of the places that will certainly become the most dangerous over the next couple of days. Jason Marks, one of those people, your photojournalist. Kenny is also with you there as well. Are you guys feeling any of the effects now, and have you run into people who have not evacuated?
Yeah, Carrie, we have run into people who have not evacuated. To answer that question, they're going to stay. They're going to ride out the storm. Usually, you'll find the locals that will not leave because they just don't want to leave their property. They grew up here on the shore, on the Outer Banks, and they know what it's like to be in a hurricane. To answer your first question, we saw the effects maybe last night, where we really saw our first signs of Mother Nature here in the sea, the ocean, really starting to churn. But yesterday, here on the Outer Banks, especially on Hatteras Island, was a day for moving out. I mean, a lot of people taking those warnings and getting out of town. We caught up with some friends from Richmond, as you can see, just packing up. Unfortunately, they had to cut their vacation about a weekend short. So they were one of those who did heed the warnings and left. I can tell you, last night here on Hatteras Island, many people, just like this crew from Richmond, did exactly that, got out of town. It's still a bummer, though, for vacationers who waited all year for this shortened trip.
Most of my family, we normally stay in Nags Head and Duck, so I've been through a couple hurricane evacuations, so I kind of know and expected it.
Yeah, it's something that people do expect. Unfortunately, it comes with vacationing here at times. The guy I just talked to said he vacationed a week before last year, the same week before last year, and he was fine, of course. And then we had Earl next week, a year ago. So very interesting time here when you decide to vacation towards the end of the summer. Now, talking to people that are staying, some of the locals, the one thing that they're worried about is obviously this track of the storm. If it was to the east, they say they can deal with that. But the track that it's on right now could be the most dangerous for people here because it's coming up through the sound, and that means that you're going to get a double dose. They're going to get that sound flooding, and then on the backside they're going to get the ocean flooding. So really something to watch out for depending on the next couple hours on this track of the storm. It could be something very dangerous. Remember back in Isabel, the road washed out for almost a month here on Hatteras Island. So we really are watching that track closely when it comes to Buxton and Avon and Rodanthe, because it could be a very dangerous situation depending on which way this storm's tracking. That's the latest for now here in Buxton. I'll send it back to you guys. Jason Marks, 10 on your side.
All right, maybe some of those folks who decide to stay might reconsider, because again, if you're under a mandatory evacuation and you don't go, you won't be arrested. But emergency responders say they will not be able to get to you, or they most likely will not be able to get to you if you decide halfway through the storm that the situation has become dire. So hopefully folks will be making good decisions while there's still time left to do that. All right.